Hey, Dan, are we talking?
Oh, yeah, Tim. We talking.
Oh, we talking. Woo! Let's go, Lee! My arm. Yeah.
Technically, don't you open?
Technically, I did open it with my arm. It's on, the can is on top of my arm, Dan.
Yeah, your hand.
From my angle, I couldn't tell what you were doing. I thought you were holding it up to your ear, like
I
like how the rappers do with the money. You know, the money.
I mean,
phone.
technically, your hand's on your arm, so like you open majority of your beers with your arm. No,
You know,
not to rain on your shine.
it's all right. You know what else? You know what else going on right now? Oh,
Rain on your parade.
baby, it is your boy.
A triple.
Well, baby, a triple. You know, I'm not gonna lie. The past few times I keep hearing the episodes, because it's my own voice, I'm kind of starting to cringe off the "ooh, baby," like the sort of, like
baby.
like. I love when people like, oh, he's got a podcast, and that's the first thing to listen to, and I'm like looking
Oh,
at,
fuck.
I'm awkwardly looking at them, and I'm like, yeah, that's me,
That's every episode. Oh, baby.
and I'm like, yeah, that's I can see that people might think it's annoying right off the bat, but I don't know, it stands out, it keeps the energy going. But it's your boy Timmy Moose, and
Well, I mean, I
gonna-
guess the first thing to hear is the amazing intro music,
yeah, of course, by Bizarro Beats. How can you forget?
which she only has a couple more episodes before we.
Yeah, how's the new beats looking?
Honestly, I was just gonna use the one that you guys really liked and call it a day.
Honestly, I'll take that.
You guys both seemed to really enjoy it the other day when I had it going, so I thought,
I'll take that.
fuck it, why not?
I'll take it.
I was just gonna make that.
You caught him off guard.
Work
too.
smarter, not harder.
That's what I
Very sorry to integrate us into it, but
What?
we'll find out.
Yeah, you got to try to get our voices in it.
I still have the old samples
Yeah, but
when we first recorded it.
yeah, but we need to cut.
We got to
you.
get you. Got to get in it. You got to get clips in.
Oh, I could just be like, I can't believe you made me do this, and then just layer it on top and
Sure.
call it a day.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. But I do know one thing, and that's gonna be Dan over here hitting it with the medias.
The medias.
The medias.
The medias.
What are the medias, Dan? And
Medias.
what exactly is this?
It's episode 102. 102, that is. And go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go subscribe on YouTube. Go leave a comment. Go share with your friends. Go like it again. Go hit the link tree and go to the merch store. Buy some merch. You can buy this even though Christmas is this weekend. You might not want it, but you can get it for next year. Even better. You can buy this backpack. It's
or
right
wear
here.
it in July.
Yeah. Christmas in July. You can buy this backpack, which look, you can even see everything.
You can buy that whiteboard. That's
Yeah, it
behind
has an
Tim's head.
amazing list on it.
always have to-do lists.
I wonder, honestly, little bro, if you could zoom in on that and get in what it says, because it's probably gonna look like shit. But if
Yeah,
you
it might even
could,
be backwards on the clip.
it
but
may even be backwards.
I have no
but
idea.
We'll
Maybe not. I
see.
think you might flip it because the "Oh, we talking" sign is usually the right way.
Oh, this is the right way? Yeah, that's right now. That's backwards.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
backwards.
Whatever.
All right. Talker of the week.
Talker of the week.
Giuseppe.
It goes out to Joe.
Joe, you've been with us.
Joe's our secret
since the
soldier.
beginning.
Star.
He's our foot soldier, our guy, our talker on the
He
ground
doesn't,
right now.
he doesn't want to be on the show, but
Yeah, he
the
puts in fucking
the man
work.
promotes like a king.
If he really fucking
He's on a
does.
double date and he sold a hoodie. So
Yeah, for real.
give
I
you
mean,
some-
when he's on, honestly,
give
when we
it
make
to
this
him.
a company, we should offer him a share. Like,
gotta give it to him.
I would give it to him.
We said, Joe, sell him this pen. He said, nope, I'm selling him this hoodie.
Yeah, literally. We said, Joe, sell us this pen. He said, nah, I'll do you one better. I'll sell you a hoodie.
sensational. Sensational.
Sensational.
Oh, it's wintertime. You cold? Ah, you should get a hoodie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be cold.
When we make this a company, we're gonna offer Joe a spot.
right at the table.
If you want-
silent partner.
If you want to be behind the scenes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You're doing a great job.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Appreciate it, Joe.
More than most.
You even hit us up when we don't post the poll because none of us ever remember. So
None of
You're
us
great.
ever remember.
But you do.
Great job.
But you do, Joe. So shout out. Thank you.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. So we're we got this episode and next week's episode, and those are the last two of the year. And it's been a year. Year two is pretty much in the books for us.
Yeah.
Year 2022.
Yeah, year 2022 and year two.
Year two of the show.
Year two.
Crazy.
Two.
Crazy how it flies.
Two.
But too many twos.
Anytime we say two, take a drink.
222. Sit. Hut. Hey. Omaha.
2.
That one's cricket, right? That sport?
Yeah. It is, sure.
Yo, Could be.
It could be. It's whatever you want it to be.
I don't know what they're screaming cricket. They might scream Omaha, honestly. That'd be pretty wicked.
Okay, can we tell that story real quick? Before we get into our topics, because
Yeah,
I
sure.
think it's fucking hilarious.
Let's go for it.
So go ahead, open up the story, and I'll follow through.
So this past weekend, I was fortunate enough to go to a wedding.
Congrats to whoever it was.
Congrats. I feel like I kind of don't want to blow up.
credentials.
No personal.
Don't say
information.
whose wedding it was,
Yeah.
but honestly, you could say who was there. and,
Yeah.
you know.
So shout out to them. Congratulations.
It's
It was
got the baller
a
that
really
he
nice,
was.
really nice wedding. And for those that are my baseball or baseball enthusiasts or those that follow baseball of any sort, there was a special celebrity guest. You may know him, Mike
Maybe.
Trout. Maybe not. I don't know.
I sure didn't.
You might know him.
You might know. You might know him.
Guy that plays, you know.
He's not like he's gonna be like a Hall of Famer straight out. Once he retires.
Average player.
so
His prospect card didn't just sell for $3.5 million, which is actually more than the Aaron Judge 60-second home run. But by all means,
He's not big at all.
he's not big at all. But yeah,
so
By no means the face
you
of
know who he is,
baseball.
right, B?
By no means the face of baseball.
all right, I get it.
You know who he is, right?
Baseball's a trash sport. No one should fucking follow it. Anyway.
Wow.
The reason this is brought up, right, is because we have a group chat, the boys, right? And in this group chat, Tim goes, hey, wait, did we say his name on here?
Yeah, but he said his name.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
Tim goes in the group chat, guys, I'm at this wedding right now, and you'll never believe who's here. And he says Mike Trout. And now, for those that don't know, I couldn't name you 5 baseball teams to save my life, okay? I know 2, and that's only because I lived in New York, all right? I don't
Derek
know.
Jeter and Aaron Judge.
Yeah. I don't know the first thing about watching baseball. I can't stand watching baseball. I don't know players. I don't know anything about it. I don't know shit. So when Tim said that, the first person that popped into my head was the guy from Dirty Jobs. If you ever watched that on the Discovery Channel.
Mike Rowe.
Mike
Rowe.
His name is Mike Rowe, by the way. So I'm sitting in the chat and everyone's getting so hype that this dude is there. And I'm in my head thinking I remember I was sitting right here because I just got off work and I was sitting here working on music and I was like, all right, I guess that's kind of cool. The guy from Dirty Jobs is there. I was like, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't get it. Why is
Everybody kept freaking out the entire night.
literally
Everyone's like, Tim, get a photo with him, get a video with him.
literally
I'm like, no.
everyone's bugging out and I keep thinking to myself, I was like, I get it, it's kind of cool, but what's the big deal? It's the guy from Dirty Jobs. I was like, yeah, I used to watch that with my dad when we were bored on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get why everyone was.
Mike Rowe is a generational talent. All right?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
He got dirty, all right?
He did get dirty.
When he was in those sewers, woo, man, I was like, get that man an Oscar.
Mike Trout?
Mike Trout, who?
He never hopped in a sewer with nobody, all right?
He probably hasn't, to be honest.
Generational talent.
Why would he?
And then as we're sitting here, right, I just explained to them this story because I kept my mouth shut in the chat because I just didn't understand the hype. So I just kept my mouth shut, not understanding who the fuck this guy is. And then Dan just goes to me, he's like, bro, he's going to be in the fucking Hall of Fame. And I was sitting here like a fucking idiot. Just having no clue who this guy is.
So just to put out like a perspective, he's been in the league for 11 years. He's literally been playing since he was like 18, 19 professionally, which is crazy for baseball. And out of his 11 years playing, which by the way, there's been years where he's got hurt and he hasn't really played, but out of those 11 years, he was an MLB All-Star 10 times out of those 11 seasons. He was Rookie of the Year. He was a
MVP 3 times?
3-time American League MVP, like a 9-time Silver Slugger. I was like literally looking up all these stats because I was like, my mom didn't believe me and I was telling. I was like, Mom, I know you don't like baseball or like follow baseball, but like,
Oh, I really don't follow baseball.
I was like
Does
going.
your mom at least know who it was?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because he's on the
Thanks, Mama
he's
Moose.
on the West Coast. He plays for Los Angeles.
Oh.
So he's all the way. I'm like, Mom, he's like the West Side of Aaron Judge, but better in my opinion.
Generational talent.
Generational.
Literally had no idea who this man was.
And-
Not even a remote clue.
Everyone was giving me shit. They're like, take a photo with him. I'm like, no, it's not that wedding. I go, I'm not drawing the attention to him. I know if I was in that situation, like I would have, I'd feel like I would accept the photo, but at the same time, I'd kind of get upset if like next, other people started taking photos. So I didn't see anyone take photos with him. So I was like,
attention.
I'm not taking photos with him.
Not gonna be the guy that starts it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. So I was like, at the end of the day, I saw him getting ready, I took a deep breath and I walked over to him and I shook his hand and what I think, even though I totally mumbled it and I said it's really nice to meet you, Mike. And then he smiled. He's like, nice to meet you. And then he walked away and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like,
I bet you haven't washed your hands since.
I didn't. No, I did. I definitely did.
In my head, it's equating to the guy from Dirty Jobs. And even Joey in the chat said, Tim, never wash that hand again. And again, me thinking it's the guy from Dirty Jobs, I was like, that'd be the first thing I'd do.
And then I sent the video.
Yeah, he sends the video, and I was like, oh, that's not who I think
That's
it
a
is.
large individual.
That's a big
That's a
man.
big dude, yeah.
That's not...
When I shook his hand, his
Like,
hands
bro.
like wrapped around my hand like 3 times. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Oh, my God. I was...
pure Helen Keller
to
and
be
Frank situation.
Yeah, literally an equivalent of when I mixed up Helen Keller and Anne Frank. But yeah, again, had no. So like, by the end of the conversation in the chat, I figured he was a baseball player. Dan just informs me he's one of the greatest baseball players to ever fucking play the sport. This would be like the equivalent if I went to a wedding and saw like Jay-Z or something like
Yeah,
that, and
that's
Tim
exactly
not
what it
knowing what it is, who he
exactly
is.
what- yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know who Jay-Z is, but yeah.
Right, but
Yes,
like it would
yeah.
be the equivalent of that, you know?
Yeah, who is he? Just some drug dealer?
Yeah. Oh, so he's like he does like rippity raps and does the hip hop.
Oh, so he's a poet. He rhymes.
yeah.
Hippity hop.
He does the hippity hop.
Hip hop.
Literally the equivalent.
I think I saw him at open mic night.
Doing slam
He
poetry.
was doing slam poetry. He had this other really girl next to him. I don't know. Like they kept saying she's like beyond or something, like beyond this great.
I think she might be his fiance.
I think he said beyond the fiance. I think that's what it was.
Be my fiance.
Be my fiance.
This is
That's
literally the equivalent of what it would be. Like, if I wrote in the chat, be like, "Yo, I'm at a wedding and Jay-Z's here," and Tim being like, "Who's Jay-Z?" You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, I'm like, isn't that your friend Jay?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Just
Jay,
some
yeah.
random dude on Discovery Channel. Climbing through shit for fun because it's a paycheck.
I think. Oh, is that the guy from Malibu's Most Wanted? Right, got it.
Malibu.
Nice.
Great movie.
Malibu.
Malibu Day.
But yeah, no, that was
Is that a fucking musket?
drop your gats. Drop your gats. Is that a rocket launcher? Yes, this is a.
A gift from my cousin Ahmed. That movie could not fly today.
No.
That movie would not fly today.
I hate that. But speaking of movies, though, 2022.
I still don't
Great time.
believe I didn't know this fucking all-time great of a sport. This is the
To be fair, he's not very big in media for whatever reason. He's
It's because he's on the for Los Angeles and
but
the team's not. They're like they have two of the greatest baseball players on their team,
they
and
suck.
it's a shame.
I mean, it's the equivalent of like me not knowing who Michael Jordan is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Basically, yeah. But like,
Yeah,
But like, the thing is,
like of your generation, so maybe like LeBron.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah, there you
fine.
go. Or like Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry is right there.
Yeah, okay.
Like
I
those
got
two
you.
guys. Like one of those is right there, and you're just like, wow.
wow,
okay.
what do you mean you don't know Kobe Bryant? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
That's literally exactly.
this is the most out of the loop I've ever felt in my life. I don't think this is how little I follow the sport of baseball.
That's how me and Dan felt the entire time you and Jay were here. Like, who is this guy?
Name an album. So I was like, I don't know that album. I know
Sure,
that
that-
song. I don't know what album. it is.
Yeah, like they knew the album, they knew the year. Like I'm like, honestly, if I ever go to a trivia, I'm taking one of y'all on my team because if
If
there's
that's
a
doing
music,
baseball, I swear to God, y'all better fucking smoke
about it.
that shit.
think about it like that. The three of us going to a trivia night.
We'd be pretty good.
It'd be pretty good.
You got the whole pop culture music, and then occasional like weird
references.
And then the people who know who Mike Trout
we need
is.
We need Joe also, the four of us, because Joe's the
little
history
history
guy. So
Behind the scenes.
yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, and it's me with all the me and Dan with all the pop culture stuff, and then Tim who knows who Mike Trout is.
I know
The question would be like, all right, who wants to take this final question? But I'll be like, I got it. Who is Mike Trout? Fuck.
He's the guy from 30 Jobs. I couldn't imagine. I honestly, if that's what it came down to, I wouldn't even be able to imagine the looks you guys would give
This is your
me.
final Jeopardy. Who is Mike
but
Trout?
sorry, how much did you put down?
All of it.
All in, of course. All or nothing, guys.
With 30 jobs. What are you talking about?
And then it was like, well, yes, baseball can be a dirty job. That's right. It's like, wow, get the points. Thank you, Judge.
Anyway,
Yes.
speaking of movies, I'm sorry, Tim, I cut you off, but that
Don't be
shit
sorry.
was too funny when Dan was just explaining to me who this man was. I pieced together he was a baseball player, but to find out he's one of the greatest ever.
Currently playing, especially. He's literally going into the Hall of Fame. Like the second he is eligible to be in the Hall of Fame, he's literally going there.
Confused him with a completely different person. Just didn't understand the hype. I was like, okay, it's cool. It's the guy from the Discovery Channel, but like, what's the hype?
And like if he was like always healthy and like maybe on a different team, he'd be like,
Who knows? Literally, who knows?
Oh my god! So I just had to explain that story because that was too fucking funny.
good. Jolly good show.
But yeah, no. Speaking of the movies and TV shows, being that it's the end of the year,
Yes.
we're wrapping up this interesting year. But I feel like
Always talking wrapped.
yeah, 2022. There's been some interesting songs, musics,
A little bit of music.
a little bit of music, a little bit of
slow
songs, a little bit of TV shows, couple of movies, and some honorable mentions that will be later on.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So any of you fine talkers like to start this ball off?
Well, we're not just going. We're wrapping up the year as a whole, so it's gonna include
Whatever.
great TV shows or great movies that we've watched. Experiences. I definitely got to give up my my vacation I took in the summer, going back home, visiting 3 different countries. That was really dope, especially going to where they filmed Game of Thrones in Croatia. Mm-hmm. That was pretty fucking sick. Can't lie.
Yeah.
Doing the walk of shame, not getting to go naked, but it's whatever. Next time.
You have to do a walk of shame because he found out who Mike Trout.
Yeah, no.
You guys are gonna shame me now.
We're gonna walk on Yankee Stadium. You're gonna walk. We're gonna take him to Cooperstown and we're just gonna shame.
Right into the cornfield.
And they're not gonna throw fruit at you and stuff. They're gonna throw baseballs and bats.
Oh
and gloves
God!
at you. Yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Love some balls hits his face.
Well, yeah, that's what I drew over here. See, that's
Oh my God.
that is a ball and a bat.
Baseball.
It's just 2 baseballs and a bat. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, that was great, especially getting to see family, going to another wedding back home because everyone knows Albanian weddings are like nothing else.
I wouldn't know. Dan, would you know?
Gee, got invited until after.
Yeah, really. He's already there, and I don't even know what time it was. 3 a.m. Guys, come through. I got a place,
No,
guys.
it had to have been. Yeah, it was probably like 3 a.m. here. Yeah, something like that.
Come
you guys are
through,
6
guys.
ahead. You
Come
guys,
through.
Yeah. I was sauced. It's fucked up.
Why'd you say it like that?
I was sauced. Sauced.
Yeah. Sick invite.
He did invite us just after the wedding.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The pigeon carrier must have not have made it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
it
my
had
bad.
to fly across the fucking Atlantic, bro.
Yeah,
was-
it didn't make
deep.
it.
It didn't make it. Yeah.
No, I think it got lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, I definitely got to say, great experience.
So we're just talking about like even like
year.
personal, even just
Yeah.
personal stuff. Okay.
Yeah, anything.
I think for me, like the big thing that happened with me is Alex. Me and Alex are 6 months in.
Oh.
Gay.
We should listen to this.
Gay.
Yeah, so that's been
Oh, we're in love. Fuck off, all right? We're happy and in love. Fuck right off.
it's gonna be interesting with Valentine's because the past 2 years we did anti-Valentine's, so who knows?
Yeah, we're not changing it, Tim.
Good.
We're still doing anti-Valentine's.
You know what? Good. I hope so. I just had to say that, guys.
Roast of Tim Part 2. Stick around. On Valentine's Day.
Tim's gonna have to do every idea we shoot at him.
If we get a lot of follows, subscribes, some merch bought, I'll consider it.
1,000 followers.
If we get
1,000
1,000 followers by February, Tim will do it. Whatever the date idea is.
Yes,
It's a good deal.
I think it's
I think that's a valid deal. Alex, we're
suck
just
it up.
assuming you're saying yes.
and you should look at our upcoming video, and I think we could get it done.
Yes.
I have the greatest marketing plan ever. The video's coming out.
it's an
The
interesting
tutorial's gonna come out, and you guys are gonna love it.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So Dan, what about you this time?
I guess I'll go on vacation too because like I don't know, it's the first like big actual thing since COVID.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it was nice.
And we met one of our biggest fucking. Well, you met one of our
Yeah.
biggest fucking supporters down there.
Shout out my guy Kamal. Still shares our shit.
Still, all the time, all the fucking time.
What a guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might have been fucking August. On vacation.
I really
Just
thought
serving
maybe
drinks.
2-3 weeks
Nah,
he
he
would
still
do it.
shares
Nah, he's
every
still
single-
going
every
strong.
single thing.
Strong.
He's the guy. So yeah.
Shit, I wish I had the stickers in time. That'd be
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Just left them all over the place.
You should just mail them, Dan. Just mail them to him.
I left some business cards down
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah, I love business cards in fucking everywhere. In Poland, in fucking Croatia, Albania,
we got followed
Montenegro.
by the other dude down there on freaking the catamaran.
Oh,
Followed
really?
us there.
Oh, fire. There we go.
Yeah, I was. That was the one thing when I just I guess since we're talking about traveling, I mean, with me going to Cancun, it was a quick trip. I mean,
I get it. We're in your love. Next.
Ghetto.
Look at me being a hater. Look at me being a
So we
hater.
can't make fun of you on the next segment, so this is the one, Tim.
Yeah.
Ghetto.
Yeah, all the jokes are going to come out now. Can't make fun of you in the next segment. What are you in love, loser?
You're right.
Be sad like the rest of us.
And not L's for love.
Lose L for love. It says loser, right? Loser.
No,
I'm pretty sure it says loser. No, it doesn't. Let him have this.
yeah. Anyway, you were saying Cancun
Yes, Cancun.
before I so rudely interrupted.
No, that was also like my first time, like a big trip I did. After COVID. So I was.
Was that the first one you were out of country? Yeah.
Yeah, first time out of the country, and I was really ever since graduation.
Not ever.
No,
Well, no,
from
but
COVID.
after COVID.
Oh, after COVID.
I was
about
just
to
saying,
say.
like, it was a 2-year gap where, like, after I graduated college, I was like, every year I wanted to at least go to a different country, this and that, and the last 2 years, I just haven't been able to do it. So I get to cross Mexico off my list, and had a great time. I did not have any. I think I had like one business card on me. I didn't have the stickers in time. They came when they got back to me the second I came back.
I wanted to bring them to you too, but like I was at work, and by the time I got out of work, you were already on a flight. So
Yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, no. So yeah, definitely those were two big things going on with me.
Nice.
yeah.
One big thing in 2022. I know it started like a little before that, but like the come up of like pop punk and punk music back. I
yeah.
feel like a full revival has happened. And
Yes,
it's
it
lovely.
has.
It's lovely. We're back.
Yeah.
Pop punk's not dead.
Pop punk is definitely not dead. And honestly, I know it pisses off a lot of you fuckers in the scene, but it's got to go to Machine Gun Kelly for doing it, honestly. Like, it's weird.
There were people trying to do it, and his album blew up.
His album just blew up, and then we got so many other people that do that pop punk sound now that, like...
Even the old bands are back, too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
Blink's back. That's fucking
Everybody.
insane.
Green Day's back.
Green Day's back.
Paramore's back.
Got to see that.
Paramore is back.
I got to see Green Day this past summer. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
I definitely never thought I would grow up to say, hey, I saw Green Day in like my late mid-20s.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of...
Stevie Nicks headline.
Stevie Nicks. Yeah. Back-to-back concerts.
Yeah,
All right.
no, that's fucking It's crazy how that pop punk. I mean, even a bunch of like those sad boy rappers, I'll refer to them as, such as like Lil Peep is dead, but that genre. Rest in peace, Lil Peep.
Some of them are even like turning.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like 93 Feet of Smoke, he dropped that pop punk EP. That shit fucking fire. Poor Stacy does pop punk now. A lot of those fucking sad boy rappers
They
do
just
pop punk
get on
and
I don't know, a beat.
a rock beat. Yeah, that's it.
Whatever. And
That's really
they're
it.
But and all their lyrics just follow through, so it works.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy that, you know, like instrumental bands are coming back, because even in the deathcore world, shout out Lorna Shore. The lead screamer for Lorna Shore is Nick's good friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Will Ramos.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was what do you call it? He FaceTimed him once. That time when we were in District and he was there. Remember that time we were in District and Nick was there?
I was there.
You were definitely there.
Sounds like it was a long night in District.
A long night of District, then.
It was a long night at District, but yeah, he FaceTimed Will, and I was on FaceTime with Will Ramos from Lorna Shore. They brought back deathcore in such a huge way. Their album, when it dropped, a deathcore album, premiered on the Billboard 200, which is fucking insane.
It's crazy.
That's fucking insanity. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For that to happen for a deathcore band is pretty fucking crazy. TikTok blew it up like crazy. That breakdown that he does into the Hellfire is just absolutely disgusting. If you're into that music, definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Yeah, it's great. Oh, and the new Devil Wears Prada album that me and my brother went to go see the band for live. Color Decay, great album.
Sick.
Yeah, you got to take your brother to his first. That was his first mosh pit?
No, well, not his first. It was his second like metal concert that I've ever brought him to, and yeah, he had a blast. I mean, Devil Wears Prada is one of his favorite bands right now, and we went to go see them for the Color Decay tour, and they played like all of his favorite songs. He had a blast. He had a great time. And then I brought my dad to go see fucking Suicide Boys. And I got 2 Suicide Boys album in 1 year. Craziness. I got 2 Suicide Boys album in 1 year. Fire.
That's why he's our music guy. He's our producer.
Yeah.
Best producer in the game.
Yes.
Top 5? Top 3?
Top 3, dead or alive.
Not 3.
Top 3. Not 3. Yeah. How you like them apples?
Ooh.
What do you got?
You like apples?
I got her number.
How you like them apples? It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
We've been quoting that more. I got to watch that movie again.
It's a great
It's
movie.
a great movie.
I know.
One of my favorites. Good Will Hunting, if you've never seen it.
So me, I'm gonna be honest. I've been so busy. I don't even know what songs really have been new for me this year, or I just
Everything merges together.
everything. Yeah, it's all just one big blur. I will say shout out to the movie Top Gun Maverick.
That's a good movie.
It was actually very good.
I didn't
like
realize.
surprisingly good.
Usually when they reboot movies, they suck.
Yeah. No. Well, what was it? It was like a 2.5 hour movie, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't even
feel like it.
like.
I watched it on the flight home. I didn't believe it was 2.5 hours.
And I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, like I understand like the concept of the movie, but like there was literally like, I don't know how to really put it with the movie. Like it was like one thing after like action, but like I feel like the plot, like everything was just kind of like
Everything made sense. And
It
just
all
when you
made
thought the
sense.
movie was ending, they have that scene when they go into the snowstorm.
yes.
And like that whole other thing happens. Like I thought once that happened and they
Yes.
flew away, like that's it, movie over.
Yes.
No.
Because I don't want to spoil it. But once they fly away from the main mission, I
Yes.
thought movie over. It's like, nah, bitch, we got another 45 minutes.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, all right. And it was like, it wasn't even like I liked it because it also wasn't a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Like
You seen it in the theater too?
so of course I saw it in the theater.
I saw it on a plane, yeah.
It was the best time to
In the
see
theater,
it.
you feel the planes fucking.
Oh, you feel the shit. Like, oh wow. And the best part is about that, and I tell people all the time, is like, especially like if they didn't know this, but like I go, that was like there was no CGI. Like that was like
flying it.
they literally like did 6 months of training,
Yeah.
before they actually like started
Right.
doing those. I was like,
Yeah, Tom Cruise said he's a nutcase.
and then now he's
Tom Cruise did you guys see that stunt?
yeah.
He just fucking skydove.
yeah, and he's like just casually, just talking, he's, and but like he's filming Mission Impossible. He's like, oh yeah, we're filming Mission Impossible right now.
Yeah.
Like, so like, yeah, I will say that definitely sets the tone for him because now it's like everyone's like, all right, well now you got to do all these action stuff.
No,
now.
he does all his stunts anyway.
No, I know,
You'll
but
see, like there's clips of him hanging off of airplanes without a parachute and
Yeah.
shit. And he's like, I don't know, fucking do his own stunts.
Yeah, he's fucking
It's like a
insane.
nutcase. He's a nutcase.
You think anyone insures him? Like any company just like gives him insurance, or they're just like, nah, dog.
Somebody probably does.
What's his premium?
I'm always curious to know, like, do celebrities really have that? Because they already have so much money.
I really don't know. Well, you know what it is? A lot of them pay for insurance on certain things. Like, for example, I know the guitar player to Metallica has his hands insured. So if anything happens to his hands, he collects that insurance money and he can live off that.
Gotcha. I feel like that. I guess singers most of the time, like
Yeah.
throats, like
Yeah.
vocals. Interesting.
There's a company in the UK that'll actually insure anything.
Anything?
Anything. They'll insure anything if they'll give you a premium. You want to insure anything you can, they'll insure it for you.
Insure my heart.
Fucking
Yeah.
mean.
That's life insurance, isn't it?
Basically. I mean, not necessarily.
Insure your heart?
Just insure the heart.
Oh, just the heart. Oh, I guess.
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Collect that check 6 feet under. Who cares?
That's funny.
Just give me a fake heart at that point. Hey, you still got to pay me. I don't have a real heart anymore.
Yeah.
An iron lung. My skin is made of paper. My bones.
I made of glass. I was born with paper skin and glass bones, or whatever the fuck he says in SpongeBob.
Go back on the movie thing. I realized I was looking at movies before when you brought up the topic. I was like, I haven't seen that many movies that came out in 2022. Surprisingly,
I know.
one that
Batman.
I did
Batman
see
was
that
really
really I don't know,
Doctor Strange
Welcome
also
back.
came out.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
the new Jackass. The back. I don't know.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
see
There
it.
were a lot of dicks in it,
I
but
didn't see it. I'll be honest.
there were a lot of dicks in it. They said it was the most dicks in a rated R movie ever.
More than
Ever.
a porno?
Ever.
More than a point. Well,
that's
that would
not
be
rated
rated
R.
X.
Oh, true.
This is the most dicks in a rated R movie ever by like a long shot. But it was a great movie.
Sick.
That's fucking, I don't know, they're all old school, fucking all old doing dumbass stunts. And they got a bunch of new guys really wear them in.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah,
No,
honestly,
nostalgia.
I love all the revival shit going on. Like we said, how the
nostalgia.
whole pop punk scene is coming back, the metalcore scene is coming
Yeah,
back,
well,
deathcore is coming
nostalgia.
back,
Avatar.
Avatar is coming back. Everything's just coming back. It's
Isn't
kind
that
of cool.
3 hours now? They made that movie 3 hours.
It's like 3.5, I think.
The first one was like 3.5 anyway. It doesn't
Yeah,
fucking matter.
this one's like 3.5.
Apparently it's really good too.
I've heard. It's
I mean,
really
if you're throwing that, they're throwing shit ton of money in it. It's got to be.
He said it had to be like the second best selling movie of all time to make money on the movie.
Wow.
That's how much CGI costs.
I don't know what's crazy is I know people that they never seen the first one.
I mean, you know what my problem is with the first one is, yeah, I went to go see it, and yeah, it was like cool, but I don't remember anything about it. Like that movie was not very
It was
memorable.
revolutionary at the time. Nobody did shit like that.
I
Yeah.
understand that,
That's what it
but
was.
like, I mean, cool effects don't make a spectacular movie. I don't know. The story to me was very like the dude betrayed his entire race for alien cheeks.
Yeah. Exactly.
And legs.
was the whole movie.
And legs.
That's
And legs.
Magic legs.
And legs.
boom, movie plot right
Movie
there.
No, isn't it funny? Forrest Gump comes up to that. Tom Hanks just appears. Magic legs. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that's never been done before.
I like
how
it.
is there not?
How has no one edited that?
I wish I was good at it. I can't
Yeah.
do it. That's a good joke.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually.
Oh, look at my leg, Luke. Magic legs, Luke.
Magic legs.
That's actually pretty fucking funny.
Jenny. I'm blue, Jenny.
I'm 10 feet tall, Jenny.
I just felt like running, Jenny. Started to
I
run.
have a pet dragon now, Jenny.
I'm that little to an alien, Jenny.
Lieutenant Dan. You can get legs too, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh no!
Man, I wish I was good at that stuff. Like, I put like the bubblegum shrimp hat on the Avatar guy and just do voiceover. Do the little wave.
That's funny.
I'm in on that spoofing movie. Send it. Scary movie. Come back too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I saw the last scary movie. Like it was on Netflix, and it was
Trash.
absolutely trash. Like I wish they can go back to like the way they made them before. Like I don't know what they just were. They you knew they were terrible, but like it was.
What are you waiting for?
terrible.
What am I waiting for? Fuck you.
Yeah, the new scary movies are just very.
You could tell they're reaching.
Everything after 3 was pretty garbage.
Speaking on that, though, we did get a Scream revival, and they're making another one.
Yeah, that's right.
The last time that came
was
out,
pretty good.
Yeah, we did.
the worst part about it was Tim talked through the whole movie.
That's why I sat on the other side of Tim. So I sat all the way down.
You still heard him. You still heard him.
I didn't.
The entire time.
I still think it was a great smoke cooker they had.
Look at the smoke. I'm so mad it had nothing to do with the movie. I wish they brought it back in there. Look, there's a smoker. I told you.
Imagine it was like that's how they. That's how Scream gets at one of the people. They cook it in the smoker. And
Oh my god.
Cooks them.
Well, in this new one, he's supposed to be going to New York City. So
Yeah, seen on the train.
yeah, he's supposed to be in New York City.
Oh
It's like when you guys ever watch Jason Goes to New York?
no! I
One of the
never-
worst
I
fucking-
I heard of it, but yeah.
One of the worst, best horror movies of all time.
Sometimes you need a bad one like that.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's funny if like you, especially I feel like for when Jason going to New York. I'm assuming it was filmed in like the 70s or 80s or something like
Oh,
that.
like late 80s.
So like that time's like would be the funniest because it's like this other movie that what's it called?
He would have got his ass kicked in New York in the 80s.
No, but the fact is no. The fact is like if he stabs someone and like someone's screaming, they're just gonna look at him and like okay, and
Yeah.
it's like not even
give a
like.
thought. About it.
Well, see, I actually watched that movie. I went on a huge kick during October, and I watched every like Friday the 13th and every Nightmare on Elm Street and all the Halloweens and all that shit. I just went through a whole thing for fucking Halloween, and I rewatched it, and you know, it never really clicked for me until like 3/4 of the way through the movie and how they explained how he got to New York. So basically, right, in the movie, for those that haven't seen it, I'm not spoiling much, but it's funny as shit. So keep in mind, Jason's from where? Crystal Lake, right? So he's on a lake. The way he gets to New York is there's people on a boat fishing in the lake. He gets up on the boat, kills everyone, turns the engine on, the boat just keeps going and ends up in New York. How do you end up from the lake in Pennsylvania? A lake that doesn't connect to anything.
It's a river.
It's not. It's
a stream.
It's been proven many times.
Hit the little creek
that
out of there.
it's a lake.
It rained a little bit much and it flooded over to the river.
He picked up. Are you kidding me? He picked up the fucking boat and he said,
It was a goddamn boat meal.
that I would accept, but he doesn't even steer the boat. He just goes
Goes
on
straight.
and pushes the engine.
Just happened to be in the right
And
direction.
then in the next frame, he's in New York.
He's in the Hudson. Hell yeah. Took the Hudson all the way
It's
down,
the greatest thing ever.
I feel like the writers that did that, they were on some stuff.
The writers that wrote it were probably just like, you know what? How else are we gonna get him there?
Yeah.
we got him to space. Fuck it.
baby. Scary movies are like one of the only ones, if they're terrible, it makes it so good.
Yeah.
It makes it like...
Well, no, there are bad horror movies that are just bad, but when they're so
but it's
bad,
still,
they're good.
Like, you could still watch it because, like, you know it's supposed to be scary, but then it ends up just being funny. And it's
Right.
like, great.
Like there's a scene also in when Jason Goes to New York when those like punk kids are like sitting there listening to the radio and he just walks by and kicks their stereo and they all run after him and they all pull out switchblades and like he just lifts up his mask, they all shit themselves and run away and then he just puts the mask back down and just walks.
That's not a knife.
He pulls out the machete.
This is a knife.
Like the movie makes no
Little
sense.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
And even better, that movie wasn't even filmed in New York. There are 2 minutes in the movie when he's in New York. It's when he's in Times Square.
The boat.
Yeah, the rest of the movie's in Vancouver. Like you can clearly tell it's not New York City. Like there are mad like side streets,
Better
like
it.
slow ass buildings. Like nothing about it says
couldn't afford it.
Manhattan. They couldn't afford it in the slightest. So they did the rest of the movie in Vancouver. There's 2 minutes in the movie when he's in Times Square,
You gotta
and
set the
that's
scene. You gotta
it.
set the scene real quick. Real quick.
It's amazing. Like I said, he gets off the boat in the Hudson River. 2 steps in, he's in Times Square somehow. And the movie's just like, yeah, he's here now.
Solid.
Yeah, we can afford the rest.
Top tier, grade A cinema. I love it.
Yeah, TV shows also. Speaking, it's kind of hard. Stranger Things 4,
Yeah,
definitely.
really good.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, it was good.
It was if you're Stranger Things, it
I
was
did watch Stranger Things up to season 3, and I just never watched
season 4. Season 4 really pieces a lot of this, like the rest of the episodes, like seasons together.
I'll probably watch it eventually, but
Honestly,
I haven't
like
done it yet.
there's some series like I just started watching Peaky Blinders.
Oh, so good.
And
Fucking blind.
Peaky fucking Blinders.
fucking blinders.
I'm gonna wear my hat one of these days.
You got a Newsies hat?
I have a Newsies hat.
Oh, that's fire.
Nice.
I keep wearing it around in the house, and now like
So for Halloween next year, we can all be the Peaky Blinders?
absolutely.
All right.
Alex is like, "Why are you wearing that?" I'm like, I'm a Peaky Blinder. I like it. And like all day I'm just doing the voice. And
You
she's like,
start wearing a trench coat.
she's like, can you stop? I was like, no. I'm like, you want me to do it? I go, maybe I got to switch blade. Maybe I don't. Do you want to test it out?
I ordered a Peaky fucking Blinder.
Did you get up to the scene where he tortures the guy?
No.
And then he's just like, oh, I
I'm
forgot
still
that
on
I'm a
season-
fucking blinder.
I'm still in season 1.
Oh, never mind. You got mad to go.
Yeah.
That series solidified Tom Hardy for me being one of my favorite actors.
Really?
He does such a good job in that. You haven't met him yet.
No, no.
I think he comes in like mid season 2.
Yeah.
But
I know
he
I
does
got a
such a
long
good
way to go,
job.
but it's still, is it still on?
No, it's done.
Oh, it is done.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And they closed it
They're
perfectly.
coming out with a movie,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they're supposedly supposed to do a movie that's supposed to really round it out. But to be honest, I don't know where they're gonna go with it. They closed it
Yeah.
out like perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to and I'm not gonna lie, the reason I decided to watch it was because you keep saying by order of the Peaky.
By order of the Peaky
Once you get into it, you can't stop saying
Blinders.
it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I go. I'm a
Once you're watching it till you're laying there, you're like, by the order of the Peaky fucking Blinder.
Yeah, there's so much fucking gangster shit he says in that movie, in that show. I swear to God, one of my favorite lines is when he first meet. I think he says it in season 1 when he first meets the barmaid.
yes.
And she goes, "Oh, that's a nice suit. Where'd you get it?" She goes, "Oh, this suit's free. The suit's always on the house, and if it's not, the house burns down." I was like, "Oh, that's gangster, bro." I was like, "That shit is so hard."
It's definitely crazy. Like just that time that you always hear about it in like Brooklyn and like how the mob was there, and then it's like you hear how it was in England. You're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, come to find out that I actually did I delved really deep into it because I get bored at work and got nothing else to do. So I delved really deep into why like a lot of them would do that and carry the razors.
Yeah.
Well, one, because guns were highly illegal. If you got caught with a gun, it was like instant jail. But if you got caught with like razors and knives or whatever, it was kind of just like a slap on the wrist. But the reason why they give you what they call the Glasgow grin is when they cut your cheek like that is because they know if they get caught killing you, it's a much bigger charge, but they want you to remember you for the rest of their life. So they scar your face. So every time you look in the mirror, you're always going to remember them.
Which is crazy. You know the guy from Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, he has a real one.
He has a real one. It's crazy.
The actor, he's from Glasgow. Chibs, the guy Chibs from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
His
the real
cut
thing.
is real. It's not like
Sick.
it's not like
Smart.
makeup from the
Every
show.
every movie and shit, you got the fucking big ass scars.
Because he was raised in Glasgow, and he has the scars across his face because
He
got into a fight and somebody cut his face with a razor, and he has that for the rest of his life.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's like a real thing.
I believe it.
Glasgow, it has the number 2 knife crime. No, number 1 knife crimes in all of Europe. It's literally part of their culture. Like,
Wait, to this day?
yeah, to this day, they have the number
To
1
this
knife
day.
crime.
To this day.
Yeah. Glasgow, England has the highest knife crimes in Europe.
That's insane. They put your knife collection allegedly to shame.
Yeah, they did. They definitely
You're
did. I gotta
alleged, you're
step my
alleged.
fucking game up.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Peaky Blind. You know what was really disappointing, actually? The new season of Big Mouth. I didn't find it that entertaining.
I got halfway through it.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like as
The
funny.
beginning, I was like, this is just getting like
I
it's
feel like-
hilarious.
I feel like, when the show first came out, it was like so much higher on my list, and now if I watch it, I watch it. If I don't,
Well, yeah, like the first 2 seasons was very like I can rewatch this and still find it funny. After that, it's so like
I mean, I
very
think
repetitive.
yeah.
I was gonna say the jokes and like the plot of it. It can only get so far. Like,
right. And then again, it hits you. It's like, wow, these characters are supposed to be kids. You know,
Yeah.
like.
yep.
There's only so far you can really get
go.
with this till a point where it's like this is kind of making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
like it gets
Yeah.
I had that same problem with the shout out another great show, Euphoria.
That's a good show.
That season
I didn't watch
too.
that.
Euphoria was really good, and every time. It like I love the show, and then it hits me. They're high school kids, and
They're
it
supposed to be
drags
like-
me right out of it.
Well, you know the actresses, and they're all grown ass.
No.
yeah.
I understand that. I understand, but I'm talking about
When you have
high
to-
school is like that.
I mean,
not
you never
a
know.
single one. No. Like you never watched the show. Like these kids are like literally beating each other to within an inch of their life. Like people are dying on this show, and I was like, and no one knows anything.
There's like
no one says
ton of
anything.
drugs and sex everywhere.
Yeah, like these people are getting beat within an inch of their fucking lives, and
Like,
like
obviously, there are junkies in school, but like
all of them, like everyone.
The entire high school.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
entire high school is full of like it. I would believe it more if they said they were college kids.
Yeah.
I would believe it way more. But the amount of free time that these kids fucking have
one's
to be
parents
high school
checks on
kids,
them.
no one's parents
Rue's
gives
mom.
except for Rue's mom. But again, no one's parents gives two fucks about them. Like no one asks any type of questions. It just takes me out of it so much.
They just happen.
Yeah. I get it. The
And
actors
no
and actresses are all like 30 years old. Fine. I fucking understand. But just for the fact that if they told me it takes place in college, I would believe it way more. Because these kids have way too much free time.
Still a pretty good show.
Still a great show. Still a great show. But like I said, that clicks in my head every now and then that these characters are supposed to be like 16, 17 years old. And it's just like, it pulls me right out of it, bro. I forgot the main dude's name, the psycho kid, beats his dad within an inch of his life, like almost kills him, and it's just like, this is just swept under the rug, just nothing. Like the mom doesn't call the cops, or the dad just leaves. He's just like, okay, just gets up, walks away. It's like, bro,
Son, you beat me. You get to wear the hat. You get to be the man of the house.
yeah, and it just walks away like nothing. Yeah.
I'm head out now.
The dad fucks a teenager.
High school kids living on their
Yeah,
own.
no, literally, it's what happens in the show. Jules is like 17 in the show.
And trans.
And the dad's like fucking supposed to be 45 years old or whatever the fuck. And just no one's
It's like the first episode of the show.
yeah, and no one knows. No one says a thing. No one says a word about this. Everyone even knows by the end of the season, and no one says a fucking word. Like, what are we talking about?
The definition of is no fucks given.
Yeah, it just takes you out of it at a certain point to
It's a
where
wi-
it just
it's a
gets
wild
frustrating.
show.
Yeah, it's a very wild show. It's a very
That
wild.
was season 1.
Season 2 ended at the beginning of this year.
Right. That's when it was like a big craze all over. Everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, season
I
3
was
isn't even.
I was tuning in weekly. To be honest.
No, I was watching every fucking week.
House of
Absolutely.
Dragon. Tuning in weekly. Great show.
That was-
Still haven't watched it.
Gotta
that
get
was
on it.
great.
Gotta get on
It's
it.
good?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's
Thrones is back. I'll put it that way. Thrones
Dope.
is back.
you know what it
watch
is?
it.
They
I
got
haven't watched
a
it.
lot of redemption to do. They're like the pressure's on them. So I think a lot of people are waiting for them to slip up and be like, you know what, this is fucking
Sucks,
shitty.
but Thrones is back.
Yep.
They did a good job.
Well, I'm
have
saying
to
like
watch
compared
it.
to like the I guess the what do you call not the prequel
The last season.
the original
Yeah, the original
Series. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, apparently I me personally, because I mean I thought the ending was okay because I also didn't invest as much time as everyone.
I wish they took more time on that.
Like the second Game of Thrones
rushed.
ended, then I was like, you know what? I guess I'll start watching it now. So
Right.
everyone waited like 7 years for that whole thing to be done. I was like, I watched it in like 2 months.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. Everyone's like, what? Like, because everyone had so much more invested into it. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's why I appreciated shows like Breaking Bad when they knew that it's like, okay,
This is it.
we're done.
We're at a point
Yeah.
that where
Yeah, they were like, we can't.
push it
I don't know
more.
where else I'm gonna bring this story. Let's end it.
Speaking of stuff finally ending, The Walking Dead finally ended. And now they have all these spin-off series. Now they
I
have
haven't been on The Walking
I,
Dead in
I
so
stopped
long.
watching. That
they
in, like,
have
season 3.
they have like 4 spin-off seasons that are going to start happening now because like all the
Rick
different
Grimes
characters.
movie.
Yeah. He's going to have and I'm like
What else are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's my question.
yeah.
You know what I thought they were gonna do with Fear the Walking Dead, which I thought would have been much smarter, much more creative, was every season have a different group.
That would be good.
Yeah. Well, that's what they kind of are starting to do with all these different mini
Yeah, but not every
No, they're all,
season.
but they're all
like,
still kind of in the same area. Like they,
yeah, like I heard
they split
Negan's
out.
getting his own show.
Yeah, they're
like
all,
with Michonne or some shit.
and
Yeah.
fucking whatever his name is, Daryl. Daryl's getting his own show.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's what I said. They're all now. I just said it, they're all just breaking off and doing their own thing now. So it's like now it's, you know,
And after all this time, why now? Fucking just stay together. Who
yeah.
cares?
After all,
yeah,
that,
really.
yeah.
We've been through hell. We finally have a foundation. Like
You know what?
everything's
It's
good.
time
You
for
know what?
something new.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
We've almost died together too many times.
Yeah.
Let's die by ourselves.
But I felt like every season was the same thing. It's like, oh, we have this sanctuary. Oh, that's run by a crazy guy. We have to kill the crazy guy. Okay, now what? The town fell. We gotta
more
leave.
zombies here.
Oh, there are more
Do we
zombies.
fight or do we run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, for
see,
me-
I
for-
would have
for-
liked.
Yeah,
go ahead,
that's
go
a
ahead.
lot of people. I was gonna say for the grand scheme of that, it's more so like, you know, that's kind of how I would expect it to be like. And like, if this is like a real life, you know, apocalypse.
I get it.
Because people like the matter who you invite into your community, they're gonna fish out whatever like the pros.
What? There should be that one guy.
There's gonna be that one thing like, you know what, this thing's fucked up that this is what they're doing, but everything else seems great. But you know what? We don't like this one little thing they're gonna do. We're gonna fuck this whole entire area up.
No, I get it, but I wish with at least Fear the Walking Dead, that show that they started, because it's basically the same show with different people.
Yep.
It's basically the same show.
Yeah.
I wish they did that, but American Horror Story style.
Yeah.
Like every season, like it would be like one season you could give us the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you can give us like a group of like fucking cannibals.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Like
And
the
follow them.
The other point of view.
Yeah, and how they became like at first they were just like regular survivals, and then they turned into fucking crazy ass cannibals. You know what I'm saying? Like living people that turned into cannibals and would just rob people. You know what I'm saying? That would be one season, and then the next season could be like another group, and then like another season could be like a group of like teenagers or some shit. You know, that are trying to figure this shit out as well.
Eventually, I don't know, they fucking merge somewhere.
And then at like 5 seasons in, you put all the groups together, and then you know
they meet up. One episode for them, one episode for them, one episode for them.
Fight to the
Boom.
death.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have done with the show instead of let's just make The Walking Dead with like more recent in the infection. Like who gives a shit? Like,
That's literally what the fear was. Yeah, that's exactly
it's literally just like as it's happening.
and then it caught up. And then one of the episodes, one of the seasons, and then they fast forward the regular Walking Dead like 10 years, and you're like, well, now they have another Fear of the Walking Dead is 10 years behind, whatever.
Right. So it just They fumbled it.
I was very invested in it. That's why I was like, I gotta push through it.
Well, once I fell through once they killed Glenn with Negan.
That was really early. Yeah, there was a lot of shit that happened after that.
Yeah, because I just lost interest.
Yeah, a lot of people tuned out after that.
I mean, I didn't even care. It was the fact that they killed Glenn. I just was just like, this is the same fucking thing. It's you got
Funny,
this one bad guy.
The last episode I watched was the one before that, and then I think I stopped watching.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I knew what happened, but I was like,
the thing with that show was the people just kept getting bad. Like the villains just kept getting better, and like, you know, basically like you look back and like, honestly, that first person that they had really
not that bad
anymore.
Yeah, for real. And
You might have had a good point there.
It was the first bad guy was fucking
the governor.
No, in season 1 wasn't it the guy who plays Punisher?
Shane.
Oh, Shane.
Shane, yeah.
But he really wasn't like.
The only reason he was a bad guy was because he was banging
fucking his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he was in a coma. He thought he was dead.
Yeah, and then you know.
Can you really be mad, bro? Like.
But no, it was like, and then like you see the governor, like the whole thing was he literally just keeps heads and his daughter like locked away because his daughter's a zombie, and like,
No, that was Herschel.
no, not Herschel.
Herschel had his daughter in the thing.
Herschel had had the neighborhood in the barn,
Right.
But I'm saying the
daughter was
governor,
the thing.
the governor had like
his daughter.
had his daughter and like a couple of heads like in like fish tanks, like
Yeah. Wow. It sounds like they just reused the same thing
Yeah.
again.
except for they put the heads in fish tanks.
Oh, so
And,
creative.
Sick.
Yeah, and then they destroyed the whole thing. It was like.
It was the same fucking thing.
Sick.
That's what I was saying. Like I got so like unfucking invested in it, where I was just like, I don't care. Like you're just gonna reuse the same fucking bad guys over and over again. Fuck.
I always just thought it was funny when they would like the characters were like, I'm gonna go on my own, and like realistically, like outside the show, they're literally doing another another show, another
Or
movie or
recorded
something like that.
somewhere,
Yeah, and then like if that series failed out, then they'll
Come
like
back.
magically come back. I was like, okay,
Sure.
you can.
I'll
Come.
allow it. I'll allow it.
Sure, you can come back, I guess, because your show failed, didn't really like. But
Yeah.
One thing 2022 made me realize is the World Cup is lit. I'm just gonna say it. I might start watching soccer. I'm gonna be that guy. I might start watching soccer. I had a great time.
Dan's gonna be the guy that's gonna start calling it football, though.
Here we go, Galaxy. Here we go.
The last time I watched the World Cup was I was in Germany actually, and the way they do it over there is fucking great.
They're sick in Europe.
They're so sick during the World Cup. Literally, the whole town that I was in shut down, and they invite everyone to the town square.
Yeah.
And they're handing out food, beer, like for nothing, like for free. And they project the game onto this big screen in the middle of the fucking town, and everyone just. I was in Germany,
okay.
and everyone's just
go
going
nuts. People
fucking
go nuts.
ballistic. They lost, but
People go nuts.
Imagine when they win.
yeah, imagine when they win.
Well, when I was in last time they had the World Cup back in 2018.
Yeah.
I was in Europe.
Yeah.
So,
I
like-
was too. I was in Germany.
Oh, at the same time, I was in Germany too.
Where in Germany?
I was in Munich.
Oh, I wasn't in Munich. I was in Olsenburg.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
You've been like
So close yet so
close.
far.
Yeah, really. We
We didn't even know each other.
I was in the United States.
America. USA.
These guys don't bleed. Back to back World
No,
War
I-
champs. We're gonna say about that Germany. Woo!
I remember when like
True.
Germany did win, and I just
Not
remember
the war.
No. Wow, bad timing on my end, I guess.
All right, Kanye.
Bad timing, I guess. I wasn't even.
I remember when Germany won. Not the war. Just
When? Tell me about it.
When they won one of the matches,
Guys don't bleed. Woo! USA.
and defeated the World War champs.
what happened in Vietnam though?
That wasn't a world war.
Bam, bam.
That was to get into the tournament. We didn't get into the tournament. We didn't qualify.
We got knocked out.
Bam, bam.
Notice there wasn't another war. There wasn't another world war.
Are you trying to play Fortune Son? Is that what that is?
You know, it's like boys are buzzing. No, I was gonna say, they were. I just remember I was in my hotel room and I just remember like hearing the roaring and screaming, and I just
It was the World Cup and you spent it in your hotel room?
I didn't really know what was going on.
Whack.
Okay, you didn't even know who Mike Trout was.
Of course, Europeans talk about soccer, football.
Valid. That was good. I'll give you that. You could have that one.
Messi.
Shout out Messi, the GOAT.
But so I was like, damn, they're getting louder and louder. And I thought it was a riot. I thought it was like riots outside, but no, it was people. I mean, it was a riot. Just there was no one like it wasn't destructive. But people were like cheering, like walking on top of cars,
Yeah,
and
it's
like I was
time.
like, oh shit, like what did I miss?
Yeah.
And we're even seeing.
And then they got knocked out like a game later.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, they lost to
like
Italy.
Argentina now. It's fucking like a riot, but it's not a riot. It's just a big party.
Yeah.
Yeah, like USA. I'm not gonna lie, USA would never. If we won that World Cup,
if we did,
Oh, we'd be setting cities on fire.
The city would be nuts.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. When Italy won way back when, Staten Island was nuts because you're Staten Italy.
Yeah.
But if
True.
USA won,
you mean like when we won the Euro
You
Cup?
see- you-
whatever, when Italy won,
won the Euro
no,
Cup?
like way back when they won the World Cup.
if Albania ever wins the World Cup, watch what happens on this island.
But sorry, give me one.
Shoot one. Ooh, here, take it back.
You know, Tim, you're gonna get fireworks. We're gonna get rid
We're
of
just gonna give you a Roman candle.
Yeah.
Just give me
Yeah,
a sparkler.
Hey guys, I'm part of it.
You know, Tim, you just get the state. You're getting the snappies.
the little popper
Yeah.
things.
Tim, you know what? You're down. You're gonna get the snake. Then you just gotta light and watch it.
This thing's got fire. Not gonna lie.
You ever throw a bunch of them in a fire pit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're asking the pyro? We just
They just go.
Did you see the shit I sent in the group chat before this? When it showed up?
No.
You gotta look at it after.
All right, I'll
It's
look at
fucking
it
like a
after.
guy lighting a giant pile of wood with the
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Anyway,
Fire.
Sick.
yeah. So that's been some big things, I guess you could say with 2022.
I'm
going
sure we
on.
missed something.
We definitely missed a lot. There's always so much.
Sure as the DM.
Oh,
Remember,
the
guys,
Batman. The
the
Batman
Batman.
was really good. Honestly, because I really thought I was going to be disappointed by it because I didn't know how I felt about Robert Pattinson playing
super
Batman.
detective.
Yeah, it was probably one of the most accurate Batmans ever depicted, and especially for
based on
those that
comic.
know me. If you ever go look at my bookshelf over there, I am a very big Batman fan. Yeah, it was very accurate. Like he wasn't like this fucking ultimate super bad. Like I like the fact that he actually got fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's a new Batman. He's only been doing it for 2 years.
He's a human being.
Yeah.
He's a fucking human
Literally,
being.
like he actually gets fucked up in the movie, but he does a
And
lot
he's
of
not
actual.
really. And he's not really rich.
Well, no,
Oh,
he is-
actually, he was. He was.
Yeah, he
still
was
rich.
rich.
He was still rich.
Yeah, he was because
Oh,
this is early, but this was based off the Year One comic, which I actually have, and it was kind of based. It wasn't like fully like ripped, but it was kind of based. He was still learning how to balance learning the family business and being Batman. So like
Whereas-
in this, that's why
Spent
Alfred's
a lot
telling
of
him.
time.
Yeah, he
being
spends,
Batman.
he spends a lot of time being Batman in the beginning, and this is why Alfred's like, yo, you have meetings with stockbroker, with us, investors and all this shit, and he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's literally what happens in the book. He's like, I don't give a shit. I have other stuff I need to do. And then later through time, he learns how to balance both.
Yeah.
The guy that played The Riddler was really good too.
Top fucking tier. He smoked it. Because I liked out in the videos he was super tough and like scary, and then when he meets in real life, he's just like a punk. He's like a little bitch.
nerdy
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Fucking, I don't know, but he drew up the suspense too. Like when you listen to him talk, you're like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
something's going on. I'm trying to figure out
And
the
he
villain
actually
himself.
loses. Batman loses in the movie. He doesn't really like solve the problem. He really does lose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty interesting for a superhero movie where the superhero doesn't win. Doesn't happen. Doesn't really happen.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. They are making a
Second-
sequel, which
second
I am
movie.
excited for because the guy
The
that
Joker's supposed to be in it.
yeah he's looking like he's gonna fucking smoke it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll see.
Yeah, so I know, Joe, do your thing as usual. Maybe you can remind us. Maybe we'll do a poll. Maybe not. Who knows? It's our podcast. Yeah.
cut.
So in that
baby.
meantime,
Clap.
we're gonna do that halftime show where we give a shout out to our sponsors, because without these sponsors, this show would still continue as usual for 102 episodes later. All right, any of you fine talker gentlemen over here like to go first and give that shout out to that sponsor?
Yeah, PT. Because I'm actually starting to get like range of motion back in my arm.
Does it still hurt like a bitch?
Not really. I mean, like up to here, it kind of hurts. Like after that, I can't really go
What if
that
I
far.
punch it?
Yeah, I'd recommend you didn't.
Fuck.
Wait a few weeks, Dan.
You know. Why?
Why,
What he doesn't realize is this is by order of the Peaky fucking
Yes, raise him
blind.
his pom pom hat.
You're gonna see. I'm gonna do one of those videos where like this is me one episode into watching the Peaky Binder.
Can you please?
This is me watching season 2 of the Peaky
And then put
Binder.
on a full suit
Yeah.
with the beat.
By
Oh,
order of the Peaky. Get home.
It's a great video.
oh, that's a great video. I would do that. I'd 100% do that.
Crush it.
Day 1 of watching Peaky Blinders. It's a pretty good show, guys. Like I'm really kind of enjoying it. Hey, day 2 of watching Peaky fucking Blinders.
Oh, you want a pound? Here's a
One
pound.
week after watching Peaky Blinders.
1 week after watching Peaky fucking Blinders.
1 month.
By order of the Peaky
Arthur.
But yeah, no. Shout out Peaky Binders.
Great job.
My shout out sponsor is gonna be going out to these stickers that have our new logo and barcode on them.
If you see them around, please post them and tag us, and we'll repost you guys
They can
as I
kinda-
appreciate.
kinda get
Because
'em.
we're gonna be sticking them around the city, and if we hand you some, stick them wherever. Doesn't fucking matter.
Everyone likes
Line them
stickers.
up. Line them up.
Ruin someone's day and stick it to every sheet of toilet paper in a stall in a random bar and just ruin someone's time.
I threw it on a urinal.
did. You
and
sure
then-
did.
And I threw it in the back door of a stall too.
No, I'm talking about like on the actual toilet paper.
No,
Like,
it's too many times.
just
Too many stickers.
completely
I don't want
ruin
nobody-
someone's day.
I did put one of the stickers up. So at one of the bars I went to when I was at the wedding, because the day before the wedding, we went out for a couple of drinks, and there was a
I was about to say, did you ruin like a classy
No.
establishment?
no. There was their
Sorry,
main
Sam
door.
Joe.
Their main door at this bar has all stickers on it,
Right.
and there was one perfect spot on this door, like a perfect square. And Alex goes, "You should put the sticker right there." And I was like, "Yeah, I should." So it's there. So
Nice.
And then in the city, right near Penn Station, you'll notice some of those mailboxes that also have stickers. There's 1 or 2 in there over there.
Nice.
Sick.
Madison Square Garden. Check it out.
Sick. My sponsor goes out to commutes that go without a hiccup, meaning no traffic, no unnecessary stopping, no freaking people yelling, no nothing. Just goes real quick, nice and easy, fucking beautiful. Fuck that hat.
Fuck that hat. It's a Giants hat. It was good. It was getting warm. Not gonna lie, getting a little toasty.
A little toasty.
Yeah,
a little
now
crispy.
Now the headphones look huge on me again.
Yeah.
The hair looks good though.
Thanks. I had to get the back cut. I was looking too much like a mullet.
Oh, for the win.
It was getting too mullety for me. I couldn't do it. I was like, you know what?
You gotta commit. You gotta commit, Tim.
Yeah, it was mullet. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't pull a mullet off right now. But yeah. So what about you? Sorry, what was your shout out?
PT.
PT. Then quiet commutes and are we talking stickers?
Yeah.
And real quick, go buy one of these, buy the merch, buy a beat, buy something. Because like For real, I hope the show keep going on.
Yes.
Well, like-
I would have some merch, but Alex keeps taking them from me because
Sounds like
they're
buy more.
sounds like they're
All right,
great.
we get it. You're in love.
Sounds like they're
Anyway,
they're great quality. Things.
Hey, Alex, I hope you're buying more merch for Christmas. That you can
The
just
best
feel
Christmas
good.
gift of all.
Oh, I got more ideas flowing with new designs, so stay tuned.
And you should also go with my idea that I recommended before that we don't need to say on air.
Okay.
Okay. I'll know.
Okay,
Show.
You three know.
sure.
You
Sure,
three. You three know.
Sure.
We literally discussed it before this episode. I was talking directly to Alex.
Sure.
If she listened. Yeah, sure. Sure.
First,
Pyramid scheme.
first,
Sure.
we get Tim.
First we get Tim.
Second, he needs a gift. Third, you don't know what to get.
Fourth, we gotta leave it at that.
So my birthday just passed, and
Legit.
I definitely have been feeling it. I'm in the 27 club right now.
Gang gang.
For now, we'll see. I got less than a year
If
now.
I must go and die at 27,
Then at least
instead I'll know I died a legend.
or a talker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've noticed just in the past week of being 27 that my body is already starting to
Breakdown.
break down. Indeed.
I feel you.
And it sucks. I feel like a lot of the aches and
Everything hurts.
all these different
Everything
issues
hurts.
I have. I thought it was gonna happen in the 30s. No one really warned you that you would start to get them in your 20s, which I thought nah, I got time. No.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
The
Past
first
25. Over for you.
I've been at a point where right now it's pretty much the last month and a half. As I was getting close to my 27th,
Little time clock waiting for you.
just drinking. I definitely slowed down on drinking a lot.
Oh, you're washed?
Pretty much ever
Still likes to party.
You know what it is? I still like to party, but ever since I finished the shore, I literally left everything out there.
Retirement.
You did go out with a bang,
It
though.
really it kicked in. Especially after New Year's, then I was damn, that really, I felt it. And then, but Thanksgiving Day when I did Talksgiving, and I did actually drank a decent amount that day, and I was suffering the following day, and I go, wow,
I'm washed.
I'm this
I
is
get that.
miserable, and everyone's because then I ran into you guys. You guys are having fun at Joe and Sam's was it their, I guess, bridal party that they had, and then
I don't even know what to call that. I've never been to anything like that.
Yeah.
It was like an invitation party.
yeah, well, we already
for the
invited.
bridal party.
Yeah, just for the bridal party. But I just that day I was I really don't even have a desire to really drink, and then. Even when I met up with that night, I wound up going to one of my friends. He had a little something, so I went there, and all those people.
A little something.
It was sick.
The money.
But
Wait till I get fucking money.
yeah, really. No, so the thing was, all those people, they were all at Talksgiving, and they all drank just as they drank way more than me too. And they were all just going at it still, and they're pretty much my age, maybe a year younger.
Rally through, Tim.
And I'm saying to I talked to them they're what why aren't you drinking? I was I'm just not feeling it. And then I go, I think I'm not gonna lie, because you guys had that summer where you guys were still going. So
took one off.
I took a whole year. I'm basically off a whole year, and I just haven't really. I've been
You're on the veteran contract.
yeah. Really, that's what it is. It's like any
Min pay.
It's yeah. So
You get your useful minutes in, and that's about it.
I'm basically there just for
You
as
need a bucket. You need a bucket to give them a bucket, but
I'm not. I'm just there to get
I'm
the crowd
lost
going.
on these analogies.
It's just a retired athlete that's on his way out, but
Oh.
he still plays now and then.
he'll get one last at bat, and maybe he hits a home run.
Gotcha.
I'm like the David Wright right now, where
Or he had a broken bat.
David Wright was out for so long, and
And he comes back and it's a monster home
is
run.
that another baseball player?
That is, yeah,
on the Mets.
for the Mets.
For a long time.
He was, he was like their captain.
He was the captain. he was the Mets captain. He was the Mets captain for like
Shows you how little I know.
years. Years.
And then he got screwed over. He got hurt, and he just was
his
out.
back was fucked.
Yeah, his back. he
They
just-
didn't count.
Yeah, basically.
Shows you how much I really follow baseball.
But yeah, no, my body just drinking and recovery.
I'm gonna agree with that a little bit because last week, I drank like Thursday through Sunday, and I was hungover till like Wednesday. I was hurting.
Yeah.
I don't know. My body was like, fucking get some water, dude. I don't know what you're doing out here. House of water. I wake up Tuesday. I'm like, I'm fucking shot. I was very glad we did the podcast on Sunday because I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm beat up.
Yeah, no, 100%.
My body hurts. Tired.
Like,
Fucking
there's
too old for
that.
this shit.
You'll get there. You got a couple more years. Don't worry.
I forget that I'm a baby.
Looks the oldest one here.
Do I? I was Dan looks older than me.
I definitely don't look the oldest.
No, you definitely don't. I would say
baby.
Just a baby. I'm just a baby. You have to listen when I say something. I'm just a baby.
But definitely another thing that, and I blame this on the corporate life. Definitely just always waking up early.
I feel like your job's wearing you out a little bit too.
No, it
You're
does.
asking.
I think your job's added 10 years to you.
No, work and COVID added literally 10 years to me.
Yeah.
Like by far.
Yeah.
Like,
I could definitely see that.
Kicking your ass.
It's insane. And just like even like I can go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm up early.
8 o'clock I'll wake up. Like I'm like, this sucks. I'm like, usually
See, the thing is, though, is I've always been like that.
No,
I
I
was.
used to fucking sleep late.
You guys used to be able to sleep 8.
I used to be able to
sleep.
sleep.
I used to sleep like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
If I wanted to.
Yeah.
Really? I could
Yeah.
never do that. No matter my age. I could have been 15 years old. I was up 8 o'clock.
I mean, sometimes now if I'm hungover, I'm in bed till 4 o'clock, but I'm not sleeping. I'm just fucking. I'm like fighting for my life a
Could
little
never do it. I always hated sleep. That's why. I just always never liked sleep. So.
But it's weird. I can only really do that at home though. Like if I'm somewhere that's not my bed, I'm fucking up like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You see it. I wake up at like 7 a.m. and everyone's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
sleep. I'm up. Gotta do something."
like another thing with me is like I used to be able to I napped so much when I was in college, and now if I nap during like the day,
You're fucked for the night.
Oh, your day's fucked.
I can nap for like 2 hours or an hour. I can't. I'll be up.
You open your eyes for like 2 seconds and you just roll back over. That's it.
Not even that. It's either that or usually when when I'm up and I'm going out and about and then I want to go to sleep, I'm like, well, I slept for 2 hours. I'm not gonna go to sleep till like 2 hours later now, and I still gotta be up at the same fucking time. So like, I took a after the wedding, I took a nap for like 4 hours when I got home, and I woke up and I was like, shit. I'm like, I feel great, but I didn't go to bed. I didn't go to bed till 1 a.m. I was just tossing and turning. I was like, I can't go to sleep. This is ridiculous. And then I had to be up at 5 o'clock, and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
My body was aching, and I was like, yep.
Now, if I'm like beat up and hungover like that, I could. If I fall asleep for like 4 hours, I could fall asleep like in an hour later.
I can't do
I
it.
knock right back out till the morning.
It won't,
matter.
that's another thing with me too. The second and especially because I'm the lightest sleeper known to fucking humanity. The second
Facts.
something wakes me up, yeah, Tim knows. The second I'm like woken up, that's it. It's over for me. I'm not going back to sleep.
What's crazy is I'm kind of like a light sleeper unless I'm drunk. Then I'm just gonna snore and ignore everybody.
That
I don't give a
doesn't
shit.
even matter. I could be absolutely plastered. I'm still the lightest sleeper on the fucking.
Yeah, I messaged you at like one time. I forgot what it was. I messaged you at like 1 a.m. or 2 o'clock in the morning, like on a random like day, and you just responded real quick. And I was like, "What are
Yeah.
you doing?" You're like, "Nothing. I was sleeping." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I didn't mean to wake you up." You're like, "Nah, it's cool."
Yeah, because my phone's always on. So
Like-
like I'll hear the ding and I'm awake. That's
That
it.
sounds never on my phone. I'm a
Nah,
That's it.
my phone's always on.
buzz.
Phone
But-
is always on.
You guys should be proud of me because I've been taking the do not disturb mode off.
Yeah.
I know. I've noticed.
I fucking called you today. I was like, I have called him twice.
No,
Hey,
I literally said to him, he's like, he's not going to answer. I was like, no, he's been pretty good lately. And you answered.
Yep.
First shot.
Yeah. It sucks, but
growing old. It's getting old and
You know what it is that he doesn't want Alex mad at him. That's what it is.
She's sleeping. She's working. She works nights. No.
Alex answers his drunk calls. Hey, yo, come to Tim's. Come to Tim's.
At work, yeah. You up? What are you doing? You up? No, another thing that I will say, and I think you guys can agree on, is definitely like just the friend groups. When you get older, it's just harder to schedule, or just like people can't go out.
Nobody wants to go out.
No one gets there. Yeah,
That's the most annoying part. The fact that no one wants to go out. I just don't understand that.
no. I'm telling you, 2020 and like after like the
I try
summer,
to just get everybody going. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna lie. I just got tired of going to like. The thing with getting older was the bars. Like,
Well,
I has to be certain bars like that I'm gonna go to. Like, I can't. I don't
It's
like.
very repetitive, but like
Yeah.
the island bars, it's just close, and nobody ever wants to leave the island.
No one ever wants to leave the island.
Yeah, well, that's another thing with me. It's more so like savings. I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Like, I just don't feel like
Spending money.
throwing mad money out and going. Like, I like going out to Hoboken and going out to Brooklyn and going out to the city, but I hate when I get home and then I'm like, fuck, I just spent like $300-$400 and I'm like,
See, my thing is I don't do it every weekend. So, like, if I can justify
Yeah.
going to the city or going to, I mean, like, even in Brooklyn, I don't even spend that like that, bro. Like, I honestly, I've gone out in Brooklyn and I've spent more on the fucking island and gotten less drinks.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about just going to Maggie's bar. Like,
Yeah.
I've gone out to other bars where, like, the pricing for alcohol actually fucking makes sense.
I think another thing for like just being that is for me it's the commuting.
But you
to
also
those
live
little
on the other
places.
side of the island.
Yeah, it's
That's true
it's a bit
too.
of a trip.
It's so like it's
Like, for
such
me-
out of the way, and I'm like,
For me, I'm fucking. I don't know. I'm close as hell. Either to the ferry or to the bridge. I'm fucking.
yeah, and
Yeah, my old apartment was way closer to the bridge. I'll tell you that much.
yeah.
The old spot was
It's
way.
like, if I take a
closer.
cab,
yeah.
if I take a cab into Brooklyn, I'm not paying as much as you are from your house.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. Like, I enjoyed when I sleep over one of your guys' place after drinking. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like, I enjoyed that part. But then waking up, like, was like I gotta get home now. Like, this sucks.
That's the worst getting home.
Like,
The worst-
that's
the
I've,
walk-
I've left you here before.
I know,
that's
but
the
I
walk
still
of
had to
shame.
leave. I
It's
still
the
had to
walk-
leave.
It's the walk of shame
walk
at that
like,
point.
like that's why like now I'm like you guys sleep over. I'm like I really want to, but I'm like I want to go in my own bed, sleep in like
yeah.
It's like you could lay there for as much as you want in your own bed. If you're at someone else's house, you feel bad for laying there. For
well
too
like
long.
yeah like especially
I've left him. At
he
my
went to the
apartment.
gym, he went to
You
work.
left me
Yeah.
at your apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Both of you.
but like that's
Oh yeah, there was that time I woke up. I went to the gym, worked out, came home, changed, showered, and everything, and went back to work. And Tim was still asleep.
yeah, and it's like
the couch.
it's yeah. Like,
Yeah, he was on the couch. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the couch. But it's like that's the thing. Like I love doing it. Like that whole because the whole night it's like we grab food. Like we stay up. We watch some random
I do
videos,
like
movies.
the recap in the morning sometimes when you wake up and everybody's just chilling and you're fucking bullshitting. You're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was 100% the best thing. That's why I like when we get to do our weekend monthly, yeah, like the weekend getaways type of thing, and
Yeah.
like I don't have to worry about anyone driving. Like if I want to sleep in, I'll sleep in, or like I can wake up, and I can walk to you guys, and then I'm like I don't have to drive. No one has to drive like the next day, and I'm like I'm going.
You
back
know
to
what
bed.
you're gonna expect if you're away with us too. Like if we're making noise, we're making noise. But
Yeah.
if you want to stay in bed, stay in bed.
Yeah,
That's it.
like
You a funny motherfucker, Dan.
That's my problem.
You a funny motherfucker, Dan. Brah, brah, brah.
Music's allowed to be on after 8 a.m. That's what I'm
Brah,
saying.
brah, 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 brah.
I'll wait until 8 a.m. before I turn on music. I have to clean the house. We had to get the people going. Had to turn the music up.
But that is also the worst part is like
what's
the
the
days
way of work?
the days everyone does have to leave, and everyone's like fuck, we gotta clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up at 7 a.m. cleaning. I'm like, all right, you got to 8 a.m. If you're not up, turn on music and we're getting going.
I still don't get out till like 9, and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm ready.
Usually you have to leave the house at like 10 or 11 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm not waiting until fucking 10 o'clock to start cleaning. We're going.
yeah.
That is one thing I actually hate about drinking, especially recently. I don't know what it is. If I start drinking and I'm actually like drunk, I only get like 4 hours of sleep in.
That's what I'm saying.
It sucks.
That's
I
what
don't-
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you guys are saying?
That's what. I was like, I can get home at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up at 9 o'clock still.
Oh, I thought you meant like you had to get up to like go to work or whatever.
No, I'm up at like 5.
No, like on like your day off, you're still
Even on
up.
my day
Yeah.
off, even
Yeah,
on
I
my
know.
day off, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. Like I'm waking up maybe 2 hours after. Like I had to be up at 5 normally. I'm waking up at 7, and I'm like this. Like I feel like I should be going back to sleep, but like I feel wide awake.
Right. I mean, days off I don't mind because when that does happen to me, I know for a fact that in like 2-3 hours I'm gonna be sleepy again. So whatever, I'll ride it out, and then when I'm tired, I'm off to
And
bed.
you don't
But
have
when
to
I'm at
rush-
work,
you don't even have to rush to get up. You can just chill.
yeah, you could just chill. You know what I'm saying?
My room's pretty bad though because I just get mad natural light because I have a skylight. So like,
right.
I have no shade.
Yeah.
So the sun comes in, the sun's up.
Comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get the bright light goes into my room too, and everyone's like, get a darker light. I'm like, I would, but like that's the only thing that I'm getting out of bed for. Like,
Yeah, that's my issue
I got a
too.
skylight
I get the
right
fucking-
over my bed, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, like that's the most close I'm gonna get those blinds. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like when the light peeks in is on my
like-
eyeball, and I'm already a
sometimes-
light sleeper. So
Now I'm like, fucking, this is the most light I'm gonna get all day. Fucking, I'm gonna be inside all day. It doesn't matter. Give me some sun.
true. The fucking vitamin D. Hey
Vitamin
yo,
D, all right.
Yeah, it's definitely those are like the big things. I think also just eating things. Like I definitely get a
Fucking
lot-
lactose intolerant now.
No, I'm not yet. Not yet.
I'm not.
Slightly.
No, the biggest thing is I get, and it sucks because I feel like I'm like a 50-year-old man, is like acid reflux.
Oh, I never got
Get
it.
yourself some Tums, dog.
Well, that's what I have to do. Tums, Pepsi.
Shout out Ron with his fucking Tums.
Tums solve everything.
No, they do. It's
No. I don't think you understand how Ron works. You can get shot, okay, with a
I'll
shotgun.
give you some Tums.
Ron will give you some Tums. He thinks Tums cures everything,
it's
bro.
like the old school.
Say,
It's like
take that. You'll be all right.
I got my surgery, and Ron was like, "You want some Tums?" And be like, "Dog, what?" It just
it's like the remedy with like old school Italians. Hey, just drink some ginger ale.
Or
Yeah.
like old school Hispanics give you Vicks.
Yeah.
Vapor rub.
No, they give you, everyone just gives you ginger ale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vicks vapor rub. It solves everything.
you got a
like
fever. Here, have
my
a-
grandparents
rub all
thought
over your arm.
chamomile cured like fucking. You could cut your foot off and get some chamomile. You know, it's just
But yeah, no, like I like. It's not. I think also apparently the big thing is also like with stress. Like I get stressed out more.
Yeah.
With work and just everything going on around, and that just builds up like so much like acid reflux. Like I have like if I have something garlicky, if I have like a lot of sauce in it, and I'm Italian, so I like the sauce, and
a little.
How you doing?
tons of the sauce.
Where's the cheese?
Some of the
sauce.
Some of the sauce.
That's not enough cheese on the pizza.
Some of the
Tons of the
sauce.
sauce.
Some of the
Where's the cheese?
Some of the sauce. Some of the
I'm Italian, and this actually hurts me.
So did the sauce. Yeah, so that's definitely one thing that's like I have to now I learned I have to sleep more elevated up so I don't get it.
Wow,
That's
that sucks.
You can tell
Yeah.
the sleep number.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I want those just for shits and just because they look dope. What is it? The sleep number bed.
Is that
It's like the hospital bed, but like it goes in like different fucking shapes and shit.
And then, like
Sick.
as you like roll around, it adjusts. to
Adjusts,
your-
yeah.
how
It
you
adjusts
sleep.
to you. Yeah, it's kind of fire. Honestly, it's like a fucking controlled bed.
It's
Yeah.
like $8,000 bed.
I know it's, but like honestly, it'll last you a lifetime. Like I said, that's why all mattress firm stores are money laundering fronts because no one
100%.
buys a mattress that often, and there's never anyone inside. Never.
I've told you ever since I watched Ozark,
Everything's still
everything I look at, I'm like, how is that still there?
Yeah.
No one goes there. That's
Yeah.
a fucking laundering
Yeah.
place.
You know what's not? Chinese buffet motel. Lucrative business.
I'm
Shout out to
convinced
Chinese.
most motels are money
Yeah,
laundering.
but that one's Chinese buffet too.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I have nothing against it.
Yeah, most motels are probably. What's that fucking disgusting ass motel?
On the
I
island?
feel like I brought it up another time. There's
one I-
two.
There's one on the West Shore.
There's the one on Highland, and I think it's called the Highland Inn. That
The
place
Highland
is
Motor
fucking
Inn, yeah.
filthy.
And there's
And
one-
then
one
there's
on
the
the
other
West
one
Shore.
down by you.
yeah, that one actually counts the minute. Like, you pay by the
Yeah,
minute.
Do you really?
I've been told,
That's
yes.
disgusting.
My mom told me that one of her grandparents was visiting, and
they stayed there?
they stayed there, and the guy goes, "How long you gonna be here
Like
for?"
willingly stayed there.
Well, they didn't know.
Oh.
Because there wasn't a big hotels weren't that big at that time.
Yeah.
like, especially on the island. So they just.
I mean, we only have one hotel on the island. It's the Hilton. That's it.
there's two over there.
What else is over there? It's just the Hilton.
There's the Hilton, and there's another hotel right next to it.
I think there might
That's
be-
part of the Hilton. The other building is part of the Hilton.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're both the Hilton.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
whack. Yeah, but like she went there, and they were like, "Well, how many minutes or how many hours are you gonna be here?" And they're like, "What?"
Hours.
Yeah, they're like, "How long are you gonna be here?" They're like, I
night?
was gonna stay here for like 2." They're like, "Really? You're gonna stay here for that long?" And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna make a phone call." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going here now."
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's fucking gross.
I can only imagine who stops there.
That reminds me that did you guys watch Shameless?
Yeah, I watched Shameless.
So remember that I forgot what season it was, but when
I wasn't religious with it.
Oh,
but
when Fiona meets that fucking sleazy drug dealer, which is like every season.
Yeah.
But the one when they meet up after her work or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, meet me at this motel. They rent by the minute." That's what that reminds me of every time. Shout out Shameless.
yeah, it's a great show.
It's a wild. That's a wild show. That is a wild. Babies do cocaine in that show. Literally.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm not even joking about that. That's literally an episode of the show.
Great show.
Interesting show.
You know, those are definitely like the big things. Also,
You got any pros of being old now, Tim?
Yeah, the pros.
It's all bad things.
It's been going downhill lately. The pros are, I feel, I definitely am wiser. I definitely
You can do what you want now.
I definitely have way more responsibility. Well,
That's
not
what sucks. Responsibility
No, yeah, that's us. Like, but more, like it also is a good thing too. Like it's a
little more
growing.
independent on yourself.
Exactly. There's pros and cons on that too.
I am finding with getting older, you do realize who actually like gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like about you as a human. You know what I'm saying?
I just like that I keep learning more about myself.
Yeah.
And
Myself and other people.
Yeah.
And all that kind of shit.
I also like kind of like a lot of times I think I have like the things I used to regret about I don't regret.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what?
You realize how small that dumb shit was.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of glad that I didn't do that, or
Right.
type of thing where it's like, oh, like I learned from this. I'm like, if I am in that situation, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could do it like differently, but still, have a good time or whatever it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same, but different.
That's basically like I honestly wish there was more good stuff that I could think of.
There's not.
There's really not right now, and I hate. That's like the one thing I feel like with our generation is, and like I've noticed it more and more. Like
You take too much for granted.
you take
You don't realize the good times until you're out of them. Whatever.
The nice thing is,
Don't realize it's a moment till it's gone.
Yeah. I mean, another thing about growing up is like I am starting to see my financials starting to like slowly grow.
Right.
It's just weird. It's like me just trying to figure out my best interests for like future. But the thing is, like, it's all fucking planning. Like, it's nice having money, but it's like I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the money, like for 60 years when I want to retire. Like, I'm like,
Right.
what can I do with this money so I can retire the fastest? And I'm like, this fucking. I like that mentality, but I'm like, this sucks. Like, I gotta.
You got fucking so many more years of work.
Yeah.
You know what I do appreciate of the fact of growing up is realizing that like when you were really young, like a kid or whatever, or even when you were around teenage years, you thought like all adults knew what they were doing. They have no
idea.
fucking clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my pops actually, and I was like,
I'm not even sure I'm an adult yet.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I had this conversation with my dad. I was like, a big part of me growing up is realizing that a lot of adults have no idea what's going on.
The
either.
struggles that they went through. And
Yeah.
like as I got older, I started to actually listen in on like what my parents were talking about, like financially and like all this different stuff that they go through and how they budgeted. And I'm like, holy shit. And that's why like ever since like for the past couple of years, I'm like, I literally don't want anything for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I literally know what you guys are going through. Like
Right.
it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I had a conversation with my pops too, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, when you were born, I kind of just picked you up," and I was like,
No, this is
"Damn,
real.
what do I do with this?"
Gosh, this is real.
you know, my dad was because I'm the firstborn, so my dad he's like, "Yeah, I picked you up," and I was like, "Fuck, yo, like, what do I do with this thing?"
kick the baby.
Hey, Ike, you want to play kick the baby? Don't kick the baby.
No.
Yeah, no, it's kind of it. Growing up is also realizing that every other adult that you ever kind of grew up with also has no idea what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knows.
They were all in the same boat that we are in. It's just we had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also.
I mean, granted, it was a little different in their time, considering
100%.
everything was way cheaper.
No, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand.
Everything's all relative.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, as I get old, like, I understand more and more why our generation is the way they are.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be like, obviously, like, I put myself in the category, but I like to keep myself out of it too, because I feel like I'm a little more fortunate
Right.
of my situations compared to others.
Yeah.
And I realized that, so I'm like, you know, like mental health, like I'm glad my mental health really isn't as, you know, bad as many.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be 100%. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it's like, and then I realized, I'm like, you know, it's okay that if I am like that, because I know a lot of people going through it right now.
Right.
I just think like the stress that everyone kind of goes through, it's, you know,
Yeah.
It's all there.
it's all there. Like, I think especially like now, like you see, it's weird. It's such a weird age being in the 20s, because you see like,
Especially like mid to late 20s, because
you see people, one group of people still like partying and going out and doing all this like stuff that you were doing like in college, and
One
then
group
you
getting
then
their life together.
one group is like literally having babies,
Yeah.
and you're like,
together, fucking getting married.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, and then I see some people that are like going down a bad slope, and
Yeah.
like, you're like, I don't even know how to even help them, because I don't even know how to help myself right now.
Right.
And then you also see the other people that like
Then you see three dickheads with a podcast. Just
shoving all our problems deep down. I'm not talking about any of them. I think this is the deepest we ever got in an episode.
yeah, probably.
That's why I'm getting old.
Talking about your
So-
feelings.
That's another thing I'm gonna say. I am kind of looking forward to the longer we do these podcasts, to see like just the maturity.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna mature.
I may.
Honestly,
I probably.
but just talk like this episode alone, like the maturity level of like them me going back to like when I was like 2 years, like basically almost 2 years ago, like spring break and
Right.
all that stuff. Like me just
Brand break.
Well, you know
listened
what?
to the Christmas
I will-
episode last year. It's nothing like this.
no.
I will say this, right? When it comes to the aspect of maturity, right? I always thought like most of my family was like, you know, oh, super mature, this, that, and the third. Even visiting my family back home, and a lot of them are much, you know, a good amount old, not much older, but a good amount
Enough.
older than me. And to hear them still cracking dick jokes, bro,
Oh, that's great.
sends me every fucking time.
I like seeing the transition too of like obviously your parents have to act like a certain amount of mature with you as like you're younger, but like as you're older, whatever, you could see it like they just kind of let it fly now, and you're like,
Right.
Yeah.
oh, they get it.
Yeah,
They get it.
like I love seeing
You guys are pretty cool after all.
yeah, you know, like watching like my like even when I went back to Europe this year, watching my mom, you know, chilling and cracking jokes with her sister.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like fucking like 15. It looks like, you know what I'm saying, sitting there laughing like fucking little kids.
kids. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's top tier. Like making jokes that I know if I made that joke, my ass is grass. You know what I'm saying? Like I am getting fucked up. But the fact that she's sitting there with her sister and her cousins and making these jokes and everyone's just dying laughing, and I'm sitting there thinking, damn, if I said that same joke, bro, like it is over for me.
I also realized like occasionally I'll let like curses fly in front of my parents, whatever, but they also just let curses fly in front of me, and I'm like, oh no, we're on the same level now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My dad was never really like against the whole cursing thing. It was more like
This is like a kind of mutual, like a respecting. You don't
Yeah.
curse in front of them,
Yeah.
but like now I just let it fly. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, this is weird to me.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I get it.
yeah.
I don't know, especially with my siblings. It's definitely like my sibling, my older brother.
Yeah.
It, just like us two, like watching how like we're slowly maturing.
The relationship's much different as you grow up.
Like I'm not gonna like so like so like my brother and I we're close, but it's a weird close because we're also distant from
Yeah.
each other still. But it's like when we do talk, it's like you could see the maturity in it to an extent, like. And it's, I don't know, it's just like one of those things that's just weird for me.
I have the exact opposite thing with my brother. I'm super close with my brother, and we have a big fucking age gap. You know, me and my brother are 8 years apart.
Yeah.
So he's 17, I'm 25.
Yeah.
You know, so we have this such big age gap, but me and him talk like it's, you know, like we're best friends basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
no, I get that.
It's pretty interesting.
Because he said dynamic was real chaotic growing up, but now it's like kind of chaotic together.
Now they're just
Instead of your own four separate chaoses, you've come together to create one
When we're
massive chaos.
together,
that
we get
sounds like
going.
a Ponzi scheme.
When we get going, it goes down.
Oh
Get us
man.
going, and we just rifle shit off each other.
They come together like the Transformers Megazord, you know?
It's like Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Except we attack
that's
her.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's Power
we
Rangers.
still attack each other. It's
Yeah.
just mutual.
Mutual attacking, you know.
They're like-
it comes together like instead of like four separate mini tornadoes, they come together as one big tornado. Just
Sometimes our parents join in too. It's good.
Just a big Casisa entourage. Yeah.
So, major shit talking dynamic, but like, it's all love.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that was
I guess this is growing up.
Work sucks. I know. All those songs they hit so much different now that I'm older.
I was like 8 years old. Go work sucks. I know. And I had no idea how much it sucked.
Yeah,
It really
for real. For fucking real.
So chase your dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes.
Yes. Been standing on that for a very long time.
All my dreams are memes.
All my friends are dead.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Oh,
He's talking about money, guys.
Yeah, I know.
He's talking about the dinosaur book.
All the presidents on the money are dead.
Yes.
Yes.
There's not all presidents on money. Thanks.
You're right.
Well,
Franklin.
everyone on money is dead.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's that time.
Yes.
To catch these hands. Yeah. Catch these hands. All right, boys and gals and talkers of all ages. This is the point of Twisted.
Oh my God, this is a UFC fight.
This is the part of the show where we just say things that really irked us and bothered us, and maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. Who cares? This is our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any of you fine gentlemen talkers like to go first?
I'll let one rip. Nice and easy. This one
ahead.
goes out to something super simple, but it pissed me off today. Getting shit stuck in your teeth and you don't have anything to get it out except for your finger and your tongue. You feel it with your tongue and then you go in with your finger and you can't find it.
Bite my nails.
And
As much as I'm a big popcorn eater, I feel you on that.
Oh, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, I know exactly where it is, and you go in, you're like, where the fuck is
Yeah.
it?
I hate that
And
with steak.
It irks you. Like,
Steak.
Yeah,
Oh.
steak's another one.
for like a half hour, and you're still going at it. You're like, you son of a bitch. I don't got
Flossing-
nothing. I don't got like a toothpick, nothing. And you're like, fuck.
I hate flossing the back teeth. It's so fucking
You get it in there.
Oh, that's why I don't use the floss. I use like the pre-made.
the
things.
sticks.
Yeah.
the picks. Oh, yeah,
that's
but
what I
even
use.
then,
You're
like,
like,
but then like it gets stuck in between the two fucking molars, and I'm like, okay, and I'm afraid I'm gonna yank my tooth out because I'm getting old. I
You yelled at us for making old jokes. You made all the old jokes this
Well,
fucking-
that was the thing. So full disclaimer, talkers. I told
it took a lot to hold back. I'm gonna be
Dan and
honest.
Bassar. Yeah, no, I know.
Me too.
They were like topics, and I go, I have a topic, but you guys have to agree that you will not turn this into a roast session. I go about me getting old.
You got a little too personal and serious that I didn't want to let one rip. to be
Yeah.
honest with
There was a
you.
couple I thought of, like, well, like this. There was
I
like
can't
6
say
that
that.
popped in. I was like, I can't do it. He's,
You know,
he's on a roll.
You know what it
We're
is?
not laughing right now.
Yeah.
No, I had to get deep on that because
Cold butter because he's on a roll.
That's sitting hard.
it's really hitting hard. Like
Your quarter life crisis is really coming in now.
I'm past the quarter life crisis
But it's
now.
really hitting now.
Yeah, no, it's like when I'm
It's
like,
like COVID.
shit,
It just hit him, you know?
I
like
got 2 years off.
it sucked when I'm like, fuck, 30 is in 3 years, whereas 21 was so far away.
You're closer to 30 than you are 25.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, I had to drop my phone on that one.
Yeah.
But no, Catchy's Hands is gonna go out to what is it? Fucking this cold, brisk fucking wind chill.
Ew. No.
Like I'm waiting for the bus this in the morning at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, this fucking sucks.
It's
I was
not
gonna
bad
do-
when the wind doesn't blow, but once it fucking comes in.
And I'm like, but the thing is, like, everyone's like, why don't you dress warm? Like, because the second I get on the bus,
It's hot as
I'm
dicks.
hot as shit, and I'm like, I have to take the stuff off. Or when I go into work, I'm like, where the fuck do I put all my jackets?
Yeah.
Like, and then I got to worry about like carrying it around all day because a lot of times I don't have like a designated spot.
Right.
And I'm like, this fucking sucks.
yeah, it
So-
sucks. Fuck.
I need the fall back. I need the fall. That's my time. We're past the fall.
I prefer
now.
the fall.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm in my prime right now. I love the cold.
Yeah, Dan's thriving.
I can't. I was
Thriving
trying.
and surviving.
I was trying to stick it out with the shorts, and I just couldn't do it.
Today's a little chilly.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, today was fucking cold.
Today was cold.
A little bit.
A little bit. A tad. A smidgen.
I keep forgetting to wear gloves now.
You gotta see how warm I dress for work. I'm like pants, hoodie, jacket.
I don't believe it.
I'm fucking
I need a video.
locked and loaded.
Got to see a video. Just
Locked
like
and loaded.
just
I
like-
wear UGG boots with
I
the
don't
fur on
believe
the
you.
inside.
I don't believe you.
It's lit.
You,
funny.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
just,
home and I throw on a pair of shorts.
you know what? Dan's just doing that because he's trying to blend in. He doesn't want to look at that weird kid.
Yeah, I can't show up to work.
That weird kid in high school.
Can't show up to work in shorts.
Dan's
Even
gonna
in the summer, you can't?
Ever? No.
No.
No, Dan,
I mean, I probably could, but
you should bring a petition. You should bring a petition and be like, I'm trying to express myself, and you guys are.
I probably could.
Could you
with
show up
shorts.
in shorts and then change when you get there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, like,
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious. Like if it's like super hot and you just don't feel like wearing pants to work.
I probably could wear shorts, but like,
I wish
it doesn't look very professional.
You know,
even though I wear like a hoodie and
2023,
jeans
make it
every day.
make it acceptable to wear like cargo khaki shorts and
Fucking
work in the
showing up to
summertime.
cut off jorts.
Think about it. Think about it.
Remember when Jay roasted fucking cargo shorts?
And you would
Yeah.
wear it.
Yeah, I was
And
like,
I was wearing them and I was like, oh, fuck me then, right?
yeah. I was like, yeah, cargo shorts.
I fucking hate cargo shorts.
Yeah, and I was like, well,
I
fuck
thought
me
it was
then,
a
right,
direct
Jay?
shot. I thought it was a direct shot.
I thought it was too, and then he's like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh, he didn't even mean it like that."
I like cargo. That's another thing. I getting older.
more pockets.
More pockets,
All
the
the
better.
pockets, bro.
More pockets, the better. In my the thing is, I'm still getting like, especially polos. Like I remember the flannel flannel fest. Like I was like not flannel fest, but like I was so like into flannels.
season.
Yeah.
Flannel
Flannel
season.
season.
It was
fire.
in with our.
It was a phase.
It was in with our age group.
Yeah,
everybody.
It was such a phase, and I'm like, now I'm like,
I
fuck.
still wear
I have
flannels.
mad flannels that I don't wear.
I have so many flannels.
I
too.
wear mad flannels.
I used to
Fuck
wear
that.
a lot more flannels than I used to.
Fuck
you know?
that. They're comfy and they're warm.
But
I slowly turned into a sweater guy. I like sweaters.
yeah, that's the thing. But you know,
fire.
so definitely fuck this cold. It's getting too cold, and it's getting colder, and there's gonna be a fucking blizzard.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a white
fuck that.
Christmas.
White Christmas. Anyway,
Just like the one I used to know.
mine goes out. I think I've given them actually this year the most Catch These Hands.
Pro Tools,
This year. No, not Pro Tools.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
No, it was a good solid guess.
your shoulder.
No.
It's a good guess.
Goes out to the
Them
good
kids?
old boys in blue, the NYPD.
I was gonna say them kids.
No, goes out to the motherfucking NYPD for a very, very solid reason, because y'all don't like to do your fucking jobs, because y'all are fucking lazy. Anyway, here we go. I'll go on my whole rant and explain myself, and then y'all tell me if I'm wrong in this situation. So recently, for those that don't know, I work in a smoke shop as well as a music studio, and I also produce this show. So
Triple threat.
triple threat, quadruple threat. I do everything, okay? So there have been a recent break-ins in a lot of smoke shops and armed robberies and shit like that. So instead of the NYPD doing their job and finding these people and preventing these crimes, right? They just came to the shop and handed us a sheet of paper of what to do to prevent what happens if somebody tries to come and rob me with a gun. They basically told me to lock my door, which I'm going to work in a store and just have my door locked all the time. Thank you, NYPD. You guys are just top tier. Anyway, that's one. Two, they told me to get security cameras like every other business on the fucking planet. Everyone has security cameras. That's just what someone does when you open a fucking business. You
Just makes sense.
absolute fucking idiots. Two, to get a buzzer on the door like I'm a fucking bank. Like, because so I'm supposed to sit there and just buzz people in every time they come up to my store. I'm a fucking smoke shop. That makes no fun. That makes me look more suspect, first of all. Like, then people are going to think, how much money do they have in here if they have a fucking buzzer at the door? And at the very, very bottom, they said, if they threaten you, do not fight for your life. Call the cops. And I said, oh, y'all can go fuck yourselves at this
What
point.
time am I gonna have to call the cops?
Yeah, one of my favorite phrases I've ever heard was, when seconds count, cops are only minutes away. Okay? Because, exactly, if somebody's coming in threatening my life, nah, bro, I'm going to use that pair of scissors that's right there and stab this guy in the fucking eyeballs.
Sounds
okay?
to me like we need our Second Amendment.
I agree. I fully fucking agree with you. Yeah,
You know,
because
the mob did it, and Peaky Blinders did it, and you know, worked out for them.
right, because the NYPD is incompetent. Anyway, yeah, that's where my Catch These Hands go.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't want to be this political.
it's not political. That's
No,
just my
I was
opinion.
talking about the Second Amendment.
USA, USA,
I'm not getting political.
Honestly, speaking of the Second Amendment, I saw a funny ass TikTok the other day where the sound bite was, "Oh well, AR-15s aren't gonna stop the government," and the guy goes, "Yeah, finally something we fucking agree on. We should all have tanks." And I was like, "Yes!" I was like, "Let's go!"
I just picture like Family Guy.
Literally.
Can we get this car? No, or you get this tank. We'll take the tank.
Yeah. That's my catch these hands. My catch these hands goes to the NYPD because, again, like I've been saying, do better. There we go.
Okay.
I know I was going to stand on that hill alone. It's okay. Every time I say the NYPD, I've given them quite a few times this year.
I don't think it was the most, but a few.
It was definitely up there. Definitely top three. Definitely top three catch these hands.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, close out the show, Tim, because I know you're feeling uncomfortable now.
I just hope everybody has a wonderful, happy holidays, happy Chanukah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa.
And safe, because you can't rely on the NYPD.
Be
Happy
safe,
holidays.
be happy, carry your Second Amendment.
Hey, if you
Yes.
have any Christmas merch from us, post it on when you're wearing it on Christmas.
Or if you get it for someone on Christmas,
Please,
for Christmas,
please,
that'd be
thanks.
great. Yeah. Tag us in it.
Be awesome.
It'd be great.
If you want to see some type of merch, let us know.
Let us know.
And I hope
Oh,
everybody.
watch out for the skit if it's not out by the time this episode's
Oh,
out.
it'll be out.
Oh, it will?
I'll be quick. with
Okay, then go like the fucking skit.
it. And I hope everybody remembers to feed their goldfish, especially in the holidays.
And fuck your shoulder.
And always remember to pay your producer.
I'm gonna have to come up with a new one.